Mexico City. NASCAR sprint guys, many of them are taking the weekend off, but not Kyle Busch or Carl Edwards or Clint Bowyer. They'll be in Mexico City Sunday for the Mexico 200. And while they're hot stuff up in NASCAR country, real NASCAR country, they may face some tough competition from some real road racers, those ringers, this weekend. Guys like Scott Pruitt, Adrian Fernandez, Boris Said, Ron Fellows, maybe Patrick Carpentier, and Michel Jourdain. But this race could provide some surprises. Already Colin Braun, the little-known 19-year-old that's Jack Roush's newest discovery, is on the pole and could provide an upset. Bowyer drives for Richard Childress, and he leads the nationwide tour in points, and he's been hot lately. Pruitt should have won last year and should be strong again in Chip Ganassi's car. However, Fernandez will have to start near the back of the pack because substitute driver David Green didn't qualify that well, and while Fernandez was up doing double duty in Long Beach, Green had to fill in, so the biggest sports star in Mexico may have to make up some time early. Should be exciting. But me, I'm picking Edwards versus Busch. They're the two hottest guys in stock car racing, Ford versus Toyota. And Edwards, on his way south of the border, stopped by Darlington Raceway for a little duel with ageless David Pearson. Edwards in his brand new Ford, Pearson in that legendary 1971 model.
There are a lot of days where we all look at those style cars and the way things were, and there's some days where I definitely feel like we missed something, not being able to race, me personally not being able to race in that era, but man, that's cool. That's just neat.
And the Darlington track has just been repaid for the Mother's Day weekend race. Changed.
The track's it's a lot different. It's the same track and everything looks the same except for it's glass smooth. So I have a feeling it's going to be some extremely tight, close racing. I liked it the old way because I felt like we could get ahead and get spread out. But I think for the fans' sake, this is going to be a really, really positive thing. The pavement job, it's going to be really competitive. That's for sure.
Pearson had some fun with those high-speed games.
Yeah, and I enjoyed running it. I really did. But the first two laps there, when I was running real slow, it didn't drive too good. But the faster I got to run a little bit faster, and it got to feeling better, and I could run in the groove. It's kind of fun.
Leonard Wood, Pearson's crew chief during the glory years and his engine builder, was a little worried that his vintage NASCAR stocker might not crank up.
After being set in 33 years, you wonder, well, is the motor going to be stuck or ring stuck or what? And I put a torque wrench on it, and it turned just as if I'd finished building it, and so then I oiled the cylinders down, pumped the oil up, and rebuilt the carburetor because the gaskets had deteriorated. They was out of cork at that time, and they all came apart. So anyway, I rebuilt the carburetor completely and put new plugs in it and new battery and all that, and it fired up just immediately.
Back to Mexico City, David Reutemann is one of several Cup drivers making the run.
Yeah, I mean it's a pretty good trip. It's a cool place, and it's definitely, I wish it was an oval, but it'll help get me. I've had some road course training with Chris Cook, and he's kind of he's done a great job of teaching me what he can, and I'm not sure I'm teachable a lot of times, but I'm looking forward to going down there and trying some of it out and seeing if I've learned and be able to retain some of it.
And then there's Scott Wimmer, Richard Childress' fourth team driver on the Cup side, and doing double duty with Jeff Burton on the nationwide side. He's fresh off a nationwide win in Nashville, his first, and he could be a surprise in Mexico City. His NASCAR career has been kind of ragged, but maybe he's turning things around.
Well, really good. It's good to get back in the race car. I've been out of it for about 3 weeks now, and it's really an exciting event down there. It's a different event than we're used to with the ovals we run, but really going down there and just having a good solid day. We had a little bit of problems last weekend at Phoenix with Jeff driving, and hopefully we can go down there. It comes about a lot of strategy down there. Your pit stops are real important, your fuel mileage, so hopefully we can be on a real good schedule down there and keep our Holiday and Chevrolet up front. Well, it's really a unique racetrack that we race on there. The straightaway, the front straightaway is exceptionally long compared to the other road courses we go to. So really getting down into turn one is a great passing area. It's somewhere that you really can set up a pass or hopefully get a guy that you can outbrake him going into there. And then the rest of the track, all the way back to the last turn, it's really just about hitting your marks and not making any mistakes. There's not a ton of passing opportunities, but it's really setting up for that last corner and trying to get back down that long straightaway. So it really has a lot of unique things. It seems like you're doing a lot of setup. You're just setting guys up to really get to those two spots to make a good, clean pass. Well, I'm really excited to go back down there for my second year. Last year we ran into a few problems with some engine troubles, but it really throws a lot of uniqueness at you. The fans are great. Being in a different country is really something exciting for all the teams and all the crews, and really want to go down there and have a solid finish. Don't want to have any tire problems or any engine problems or anything like that. So we're looking forward to going down there. I think Holiday and Chevrolet's been real strong on road courses. Hopefully we can go down there, run in the top 5, and maybe have our first shot at a road course victory. Well, it was really exciting for me to notch my first win with RCR and to do it at Nashville. It's been a really special place for me. It's been a special racetrack, and you know, we just had a great weekend. We had a great race car. We didn't qualify quite where we thought we would, but over the long haul, our car really ran good on long runs. And at the end of the race, we were able to have one of those and save fuel. And there was a lot of things thrown at us, so it was a good win for the whole RCR Holiday and team. And just excited to get back in the car. I felt like I built a lot of momentum there. We had a good run the weekend before at Bristol and ended up a little short with the rain there, but we started building a lot of momentum for Nashville, and we ran good there. And you know, it's going to be good to get back into the car. I think I've got 3 races in a row, so hopefully we can get through Mexico with a great race. And Talladega, you kind of throw everything up in the air. That's just a lot of luck there. So hopefully we can get through the next 3 races and earn some more points for our team.
Adding international races like this to the NASCAR Tour, Wimmer says, is good for the sport. New fans, new drivers.
Well, I think it's real important. You know, we've seen a lot of great venues in the last couple of years come about with Mexico City and with going up to Montreal. And the fan turnout has been unbelievable. And I think it's the sponsors we're attracting. We've got a lot of different sponsors that come into the sport, and Nationwide's trying to build and they're trying to build this series along with it. So I think it's important that we go there. We see a lot of different drivers coming in the series, which is always good. And anytime we can get more fans and get more fans nationally is a good thing for the sport.
But can Wimmer handle this road course? Road racing hasn't been his forte.
Well, I've tried to do as much as I can. I went out to Bob Bondurant out in Phoenix and did a little bit of testing out there with some Corvettes. And I really lean on my teammates hard, talking to Kevin Harvick and Jeff Burton. They've got a lot of road racing experience, so they definitely can help you. And it never hurts to get on the computer. The computer games these days are so realistic, and you can learn a lot just by doing that. So probably tonight and tomorrow night I'll be on the computer trying to learn a little bit, and hopefully it'll help us out down there. Road courses haven't been my strong suit over the years being in NASCAR, but we've got a great team. We've got great cars. I think we can go down there, hopefully use a little bit of that momentum. And, you know, it's going to take me a little bit to learn just what to do at Mexico City and what to feel in the race car. But I think we can go down there. We're all excited. The last time I was in the car, we won, so hopefully we can go down there and kind of pick up where we left off.
Mexico City. Great city. World-class city. A lot of things to do away from the track, too.
It's great going down there, and last year I learned a lot about where to go and what to see. So this year I'm probably going to lean on some people and take some time and just look around and see some of the sights. And last year I got to see a little bit, but most of the time was spent at the racetrack. And this year I'd like to walk around a little bit more and see some stuff. And last year I tried to talk in Spanish, and I've went through 2 years of high school with it and wasn't able to really learn a whole lot. So I've always got a translator when we do a holiday appearance or anything like that, so I kind of just leave the Spanish to her.
Mexico City. One of Brian France's best moves as NASCAR boss. Really wish I was there for this one. Mike Mulhern for the Winston-Salem Journal and JournalNow.com.